Okay, finally. Hey guys. Oh, finally. I was a little busy setting up, so and there might be some issues today also. But anyway, let's wait for some people, then we'll start. It's my it's working properly. Hmm, I can't even edit it. What freaking damn it. Set done. Hmm, 1 minute or more. Anyway. There are shit ton of issues with Streamlabs, I guess. Shouldn't have. Or my mouse just sucks. Okay, let's do this. Oh yeah, well heck, the game just crashed. Freaking kill me. My desktop voice. Ah, fuck. Oh, it's working. Okay, let's do this new game. Slug. Enter. Hey! I, s- I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air, like she is totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and my good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you have known each other for so long. It does not work in India, let me tell you. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but staring around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. What if she is going to chase after me like this? I almost feel better of running away. There are some issues, I guess, with freaking Doki Doki Literature Club. I can't access it on my Streamlabs. So, yeah. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. I guess they call her as Sundre. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we are a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did what? Wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you, whatever you say, Sayori. Hehe. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Anakin, that's me. Have you decided to on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she is going on about. Sari likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content, just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Yes, that's typically me. Oh, I totally forgot to check the freaking chats. Oh, I heard a lot about this game. I think it's quite popular. It is freaking free on stream. That's why I'm streaming it. Yo, Mac, how you doing? Hey, Molly Sound. Mac. Hmm. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. I still don't have any skills. Socializing skills. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. I'm a bit sad and bit happy because this game actually thinks about you for a change, but flips shit over in the end. And I know you're happy now, but I die at thought of you becoming neat in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worried so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. You don't need motivation, my friend. You have anyway when you don't need motivation. Is these games like this? Is these games like these, or am I talking about the screen says, yeah, the game actually screwed my stream labs, I guess. That's why I can't. Let me try to fix it, I guess. Wait a sec, guys. It will take a sec. Yeah, I'll just keep it. I guess. Ah, freaking hell. Full screen, god damn it. Okay, now it should work. Capture any full screen application. It will, I guess, now work properly. Ah, now it's working properly. Can you guys now see? Uh, Transition. Okay, now it should work. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Yes. Hello? Fuck. Why can't I join the freaking anime club? Why? Sorry, must have come to the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Why did you came in? Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Did you just belittle me? You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Hey Anikun, how are you doing? I'm fine, how are you doing? Himali song. How is everyone doing? Oh yeah, I forgot to ask everyone. I guess I sometimes forget. Um, I am doing this for my own benefit anyway. So yeah, I'm doing fine. How are you doing? How are you doing? Know what? Well, that you could do. You could come to my club, Sayori. Yeah, there is no I'm going to your club. Hey, Bini. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told you the club yesterday I could bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Hey, don't make promises you can't keep. You can tell if Sayuri is really chairhead or if she is so cunning as to have planned all this out. I'll, I let out a long sigh. Ha. Fine, I'll stop by for cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. Let's go for a freaking torture. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayuri across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third year classes and activities. Sayuri, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. It's the same freaking classroom. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Eh, a class around the room. Welcome to the literature club. Girl 1. How specific? It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayuri always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy. What? What the heck was that? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Anakin, what a nice surprise. Those eyes are very deceiving, you know. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls, which you can't get IRL, I guess. What are you looking at? That you look a bit underage to be in the literature club, I guess. If you want to say something, say it. So sorry. Wow, their hair. Yeah, I know. Natsuki. Hmm. The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Yes. A lole. A lole. She is also the one who made cupcakes. Made cupcakes, according to Sayuri. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayuri says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Ah, yes, the psycho. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayuri and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you are already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Anakin. Monica smiles sweetly. That's not good. We do know each other well, we rarely talked about, but we are in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. Man, man, our main character already has low hopes on him. Like his IRL self. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little. You too, Monica. Come sit down, Anakin. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. And how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged from. As Sayuri mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayuri. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, you take a seat next to Sayuri. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray and reveals dozens of white fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like cats, with whiskers or drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate are used as to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Yeah, well, Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. Ah, good old memories of Yuri trying to brutally murder me. Oh crap, spoiler. Switch case, I know the whole story and also different endings of this freaking story. So, there is no spoiler to get me. Yuri was even crazier. I know. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Ah shit, I actually forgot to continue the freaking Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet, full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like a. Ah, yes. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did, Sayuri said. Well, maybe. But not for you. Dubby. They should have dubbed the whole series if they wanted the story to be more interesting. They only hired Monica, I guess, to voice act at the end of the story. Alright, I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before sitting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Hey, don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises her eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happier, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for all. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but my English sucks. Arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare the events. Well, once Yuri ends up switch case. The people who watch my videos are all don't know the whole story. Stop spewing all the spoilers to others also. Please refrain from doing that. That's a warning. And how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get in literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in clubs here. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all of their effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that are much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to just find these three. Maybe that's why they are all delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Anakin, what kind of things you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved that timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obviously by the way her eyes light up and that she finds out comfort in the world of books and not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with people, psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how writers can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Uh, anyway, I have been reading a lot of horror lately. That's not good for your health. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to in a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another level, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at world, if only for a brief moment. Oh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, I just Natsuki's eyes divert to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to about write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say That Out Loud. And give me that back. Fine, fine. Hey, your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just cute as you are. Sayuri slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I am not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Hello, how are you? Anakin. Hello, Sarah Dono. Thank you for joining in. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No, Natsuki Edwards her eyes. By the way, make yourself comfortable here in the chat. Sarah san, you wouldn't like them. I'm not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your ah, vulnerability and showing when the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we all share them with each other. Let me take a pause for a second. Let me have some water. Is the chat slow or am I lagging? Yes, there are some issues at both the sides. The next time we meet, we will all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Um, yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Anakin? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Hey, what's that? Now that we are back to the original topic, me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I'll lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Look at those eyes, man. But I'm sorry, I thought. Anakin, you all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, uh, that is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for cupcakes, I would have super. I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. And again, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Eh? Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my medicure writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Anakin, since we are already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back forth between the four girls. Oh, Hanta-san! How you doing? You actually came. That's a good thing. Make yourself comfortable. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in literature club? No. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. I came. I finally got the time. Hunter said, good for you, Hunter. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem, right? Ah, yes, it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think of a favorite club member will like. Some good might happen with whoever. Okay, now it's okay. Sorry, guys, there was some issue. Hi again, Anakin. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the least last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Anakin. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive head first into literature when you are not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You freaking Sundre, shut up. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join the club this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Mm. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Anakin always gives it his best long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Hey, you two are really good friends, aren't you? You might be a little jealous. How come you and Anakin can become good friends too? Hmm, Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri. You even brought. Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Eh, me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It will make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want to be. Alright, well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to make. Share. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is how is this girl accidentally being so cute? uh, she even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically took the book. Oh yeah, I definitely forgot to read the chat. Oh, damn it. I enthusiastically took the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities. Scheduled, I don't know, scheduled activities for the. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down to the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayuri's conversation with Monica. We are probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Hmm. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone that literature club is all about. The problem the problem is the idea of literature club sound too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that all. We just need a way of showing that to everyone, something that speaks to their creative minds. Hmm, that doesn't solve the problem, right? Eh, what do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place. And after they came, we can do the things speak their creative minds. What's this? Sayuri is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Oh, that's a good point. Uh, the heck, empty slot. Okay, done. Return. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess I could. Cupcakes. Good thinking. By the way, look at by my. If you look at through one perspective, Monica tries to do her best to actually do things by herself, but the game wouldn't let her. So she tries to corrupt the freaking characters in the game. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. Man, I'm too tired to freaking read it. That wasn't why I suggested it. Cupcakes speak my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayuri is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding my motivation at all, Sayuri can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Wow. Man, I should edit this. I opened my eyes to find Sayuri face filling my vision. I nearly fell out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault of sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime. There is nothing like anime. Like her returning king said, भाई एनीमे देख ले लाइफ का मीनिंग पता चल जाएगा. You'll need to भाई नारुतो देख ले लाइफ का मीनिंग सब समझ आ जाएगा. हाँ याद आया. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. Hehe, it's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? That's the secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sari, it's written all over your face. Eh? Sari glances around at herself. How is it written all over my face? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all over. Ah, I run my fingertips down the side of Sari's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There is more than just your hair. Look, your boy isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain in your collar right there. Hmm. I try to wipe the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazers buttoned up. Seriously, Sayuri, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Hey, that's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button a blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Ah, yes. I love this freaking scene. But it made me cry at the end. Hey, this is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does these things. Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. Yes. It's okay though. I'm happy we are like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be more careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? Eh, it did when I bought it. Say, if you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling at about? It means my boobs got bigger again. uh, yes, the things that would get me banned. Well, through Indian perfect perspective, don't you say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now. Ah, why does it feel strange to see Sayuri's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Ooh. It's not worth it at all. Sayuri hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayuri puts her arms out and twirls around. So, if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that it's like a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else in the world anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyways, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. Eh? I guess we really. Hmm. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning? You're doing it again, Sayuri. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Look at this sassy bitch. She actually interrupted the whole game for her own attention. Okay, everyone, eh? Monica suddenly calls out, yeah. Why don't we share the poems we wrote down? Yay! Anakin can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I will to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on the wrinkled sheet. Oh, loose leaf torn from spiral notebooks. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem first? Let's try Monica. Should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting. Hey Anakin, having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestion for the club, like new activities or things, I'm always listening. And don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Anakin. We are all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's sure. True. And Monica, my poem. Hmm. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayuri would like. Is that so? You and Sayuri are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things. Ah well, we may be good friends, but Sayuri and I are actually really different. Hmm. Well, that may the case. But maybe there's also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well being. Even if you show it in the different ways, it ends up being more similar that you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Hmm. You sure? You sure you're not reading into it too much? Haha, I could be. Oh gosh, you sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring the emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, you to each other, hmm. And you shouldn't be afraid of the experiment. The experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Eh, it could take a little while. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. She freaking told the game's objective. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good at it. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's the case. I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. See, hole in a wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film light out in the sun. But it's too late, my retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole, it wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A whole infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. That's so creepy. So, what do you think? It's very free form. That's what you want to call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Haha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is a lot. Poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be real powerful. What was the inspiration for this one? Ah, well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that it had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming strong. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on specific points. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Ah fuck, why am I saving? Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So you just have to move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the today. Thanks for listening. So Yuri. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Anakin. I, I love it. I had no idea you're such a good writer, Sayuri. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not good at writer. Not a good writer at all. Ah, freaking hell, man. Back. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Haha. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's an Anakin poem. And that makes me feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayuri hugs the sheet of paper in her chest. You're so weird, Sayuri. Yes, indeed. Eh, I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it. But that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Anakin. Deep down, you're not selfish at all. Trying new things like this. Thanks, Sayori. Freaking hell, my throat is parched. Then again, I can't deny that she is part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be alright. I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you will read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Hey, we'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning. I'm too sorry. This is just guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit or two a yes or no question. forgot to do last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better too. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Ah, yeah, I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or somehow, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Ah, especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Should I just skip auto? Anyway, thanks for showing me. Hey, that was so much fun. Monica's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I could look forward to it. Who should I show my poem next? Natsuki or Yuri? Yes, Yuri. Hmm. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes more than enough time for her to finish reading. Hmm. Oh, sorry. What the heck? I forgot to start speaking. Um, it's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? Ooh, I am so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical to new writers. And having been through that myself, I kinda learned that pick up on it. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick writing style separate from topic matter and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style, the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of shit, her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even an excellent poem, simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together probably the most challenging part. Don't you just click and also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Bit biased, how? Hmm, well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts processively. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be literature club? Ghost under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one. The last remaining street light must with to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by sickening blue-green hue of future. I bathe calm, breathing air of present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it looks like you long time on a read. Oh, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think of handwriting is pretty, eh? That's a relief. I also liked the poem. Even though it was short, it was very descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Anakin. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint pictures. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem only being symbolically compared to the ghost, lingering in a last remaining place to comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. It's impressive. It's nothing really. Ah shit, I have to fucking skip all of this. I'm just too tired to read. Oh yeah, Natsuki. Well, it's obvious that I expected from someone like you. It's that's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke my emotion. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyways, I guess need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race. Owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it. Freaking hell. Yeah, I told you that I like it. But just be honest, I am. Why are you so confused that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks writing has to be all about sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems people express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read but it hits you hard. Like this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice things are blah 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 blah. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. I didn't expect that from my youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me from mediocre writing abilities. Even if they just being nice, they are just being nice. There's no way my poems can stand up to this. This is literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's I, what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrows in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Words with this language. Eh? What did you say something? It's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk in one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that it just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? I mean, you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Mm, guys, I'll be go and I'll go and eat something. I guess I'm a little hungry. Uh, man, ow, 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 ow. Ah, I have Doki Doki Literature Club plus our way switch light. Michael Brent. Nice. Welcome, Michael Brent. Make yourself comfortable in the chat. Ah, freaking hell, I should eat something. I'll be back in a sec, so you guys have to wait. Okay, finally. Ah, freaking hell. I have Doki Doki Literature Club plus Always Switch Light. Damn. It must be earning good to have purchased that shit. So, yeah, good thing for you. I'll be doing a little eating ASMR, I guess. Should have. Ow. Um, it fucking feels good to eat. It's been a while since I ate mad angles. Ah, I sometimes forget to eat actually lunch. But yeah, it's worth it. By the way, I'll continue Little Nightmares tomorrow, I guess. Not tomorrow, sorry, day after tomorrow. I sometimes forget my alternate day stream. Hey, I have a question for the chat. What was your favorite snack as a childhood which got banned? If anyone's is actually is listening, mine were actually hippos. Nobody knows where they went, freaking went, but they tasted magnificent. Yeah, they were actually owned by Mingo, I guess. I guess they got taken over by some other company. Give me 2 more minutes, I'll be. Yes. Achari Masti is the best. And by the way, this is not sponsored by Bingo. Oh no. Still to this day, they actually have their freaking flavor, which I love. Oh, sorry. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I'm back. Should have. Okay. Freaking hell. But yeah, I'll do a Q&A, I guess, when we reach 100 freaking subscribers. Ah. Okay, let's continue. We'll do have. Well, I do have some couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked, which people did, by the way. Sayuri liked it, and Anakin did too. So, based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the office, but I have spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I have come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Hmm. And Anakin liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki certainly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Ah, yes, the soundtrack. Eh? That's not what I. Ooh, you're just. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous of that Anakin appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know that? No, he didn't appreciate my advice more. Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would have deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh, um, is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew size bigger as soon as Anakin started showing them. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little. This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Anakin, she's just she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is so effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems or the making should jump out of their hoof? Favorite literature club girl? Who's your favorite one that you chose? Who's the favorite one? I haven't come to that accusation yet in the story. Help me explain that to her, Anakin. Wait, there's the reason we have so many deep expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most. Michael Brent, I still haven't chosen. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Anakin? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? Yes, I have that question myself too. It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Help me, Sayori. Natsuki glares at me. So instead, I turned to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori, yeah, yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can you two keep fighting when you're making your friend feel like this? Anakin. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It isn't fair. I said it is unfair for another interject their own feelings onto our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she is being, she should never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me, are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes stop. That's it. You guys are my friends. Ah yes, she is using talk no jutsu on freaking Natsuki and Sayori in this scene. Ah shit, I forgot to turn over the game stream. I'm such a big dumbass here. Is the game also running? Yes. Well, also Natsuki is cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Freaking talk no jutsu. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down, a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. Yes, President, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Haha. Nah, it's not like you can. I can't blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayuri is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be airhead, but sometimes weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiled sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk her a little more. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing your plans? It was a lot of fun. Well, I decided it's worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Anakin, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was neat thing to talk about with everything. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Not to myself with no newfound determination. And again, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hey, Sayuri beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayuri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayuri, about what happened earlier. Hey, what do you mean? You know between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? Oh, no, no, no. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they are both wonderful people. I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Anakin, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's every day is going to be so much fun, Sai. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her. But it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Ah, yes. Lipstick, disown, lazy, party, skip, I can't skip. Clouds, twirl, explode, party, chocolate, chocolate, fluffy, shopping, uncontrollable, depression, empty, precious, excitement, laugh, climax, heartbeat. Okay, after image of an imagination, clumsy, secretive, extraordinary, charm, unrestrained, bouncy, fireflies, awesome, pain, vivid, frightening, nightgown, sing, mouse, passion, heart, sensation, question, dream, existence, summer, rain cloud, broken. Oh, Starscape. They actually made a debut here. Starscapes. Starscape, stream, sweet lust, music, journey, flee, dance, fear, romance, hope, hop, sorry, jumpy, portrait, time, whirlwind, rose. I guess I chose Sayori. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting today. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Freaking couple days past. Enter the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi Anakin. Yo Sayori. Looks like you're good. You're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to being in this club. That's all. We see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, um, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't you take a look in the purse? Sorry. Eh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Ah. Sari nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only two small coins fall out. Aha, I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayari. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought snack before coming to the club room. So either you are not hungry and wanted to an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You are always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Wow, yeah, give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri certainly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face book as always. I wasn't listening again. I was just something in my. Yuri, tell Anakin to let me borrow some money. That's. Don't get me involved in like that, Sayuri. Besides, you should only buy that you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Ah, did I just? I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. Ooh, sure. Haha. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're real. You're right though. I need something bad, and now I have to accept that retribution. That's that still coming from you, Sayuri. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Hey, hey, don't let her fool you. Sayuri knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told the guys was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But we wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayuri. Hey, oh, yeah. Out of nowhere, something smacks her in the fist, tumbles onto the desk. Ow. What was that? Eh? A cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. Haha. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing her reaction, although. The heck? Natsuki. That's. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs a cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears up on the wrapper and takes a huge bite. So good. Mm. Sayori suddenly clasps her hand on her. I bit my tongue. Hey, you're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayuri gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki when then wraps her up. Blah, blah, blah. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Nair off her. Oh, Sayuri suddenly leans. Mhm. Monica, can you tell Sayuri? Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have you any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all, eh? You don't think she has a oh, I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. Eh, that's you. Excuse me. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I am super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed, boyfriend. What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Ah, never mind it. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Aha, that makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it. Since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay. Sounds cool. I'll also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Anakin. Monica smiled sweetly. Ah, I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Ah, don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. How much do I have net? I guess I'll end the stream in 5 or 10 minutes. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to live outside his mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival is coming up. Me and Monica we're gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Ah, are you going with Anakin to get supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. But I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. Sayuri and I exit the club room. I follow behind Sayuri, hums and skips around the hall. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to a mall or something. Sayuri finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayuri, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. 2 minutes more. Hey, me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We are gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? Kind of. Everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. Ah, that sounds kind of dull. Nick, and you're not thinking about right there at all. Okay, guys, I'll be stopping my stream for today. I'll continue this game some other time. I guess I'm just tired. There's so much reading in the freaking game. So yeah, I'll stay for 5 more minutes, look at the chat, and you know, talk some more. Harshit. Hmm. By the way, I saw the whole game walkthrough through for Doki Doki Literature Plus. It is good, but only for it was only made for PS, I guess, console players because it was not available yet for PC, I guess. Oh yeah, console players couldn't play it on that game, I guess. So yeah, they created a game for PS and my, I guess, Xbox series for people to actually get an experience on console. Hmm. Chat has been really quiet today. I guess everyone has their own work to do, and my back is killing me today. Also, oh, sorry, I just burped. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you for joining in. I'll see you, I guess, Wednesday.